Hey guys, Tim here with Two Feather Survival. We're at beautiful Magnolia Gardens today. Going to take a look at some primitive living at its finest. Think about it, plantation houses is a full and contained entity all in itself. They had everything here, blacksmiths, ways to make tools, ways to make new knives, ways to sharpen, obviously food. It was all right here. Come on with me, come on, let's take a look. Still in the heart of the jungle. No, I'm just kidding. Still at Magnolia Plantation. You got to come here and check this out, gang. This is going to be a great time. Spend the day here with your family and get to learn all this stuff. It's great South Carolina history that you can't afford to miss. Talk to you right here in the Audubon Swamp Garden, still at Magnolia Plantation. Just trying to do some scouting. Not too often do you get the ability to go check out a real live working swamp and not have to be knee deep or waist deep in mud, so that's great. You see right behind me we have cattail that's already gone to seed. I'll show you this here in a little while, but that is excellent fire tinder. It's kind of like gasoline. You hit a spark from either a natural flint and steel or even a spark from a ferro rod onto something like that, it's going to provide instant flames. That's something that you need to think about collecting as you are moving about your area. The other thing that's here that you can't quite see from this angle, this place is loaded with duckweed. Duckweed is actually something that you can utilize as a food source. It's actually the world's smallest flowering plant, and it's everywhere. Something else with this too, all this is, not only is it bone dry material, but I could actually use the shafts from a cattail or even anything that's got this dry woody pulpiness to it. I could use this as a hand-spun fire by friction set, and again, look at here. I've just got all of this dry tinder everywhere. So the swamp is a great resource for dry tinder. Even though it's a wet environment, still think about what you need as a survivalist or just as something that's going to go out and live off the land. All of these dry components are all things that we can use as a natural based tinder to get our fires going. Another important point to remember, gang, when you're looking out for standing groves of cattail, again, great magical food source. We have so much of the plant that we can use, and in all 4 seasons. Winter times they're dry and pithy, so we can utilize the stalks where the cattail head would be on for natural fire lighting, for fire by friction sets. The cattail head, winter months like we're in now, they've gone to seed, so it's a great natural tinder. Also, in late fall and in the winter, the tubers that are down below, the runners that actually make all of the cattail plants, contains a high amount of starch, and it's something that we can get in there and dig that up and use it as a natural food source. In fact, the Indians used to use that as a kind of a cattail flour, which is something else that you can do. In the summer months, we can utilize the base of the stem. That is a great natural food source as well. It kind of tastes like cucumber. It's kind of refreshing. Not only that, it's also medicinal. Great thing with burn properties or even open cuts. It actually has a little bit of an antiseptic, antibacterial property to it as well. Something to keep in mind. Another plant that looks just like a cattail, if you're not really paying attention, is something called blue flag, or any of the flag species. If I'm looking out here and I see dried cattail heads, they've already gone to seed. All of those are good indicators of the fact that what I'm looking at is cattail, and it will help me with the identification of the plant. The blue flag has got a blue flower, and that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for that brown hot dog shaped head that you're very readily can see on a plant like that. With the brown head in the spring midsummer areas before it goes to seed, we can actually harvest that and cook that up just like an ear of corn, and it's actually great tasting. So many food sources from within the swamp environments. This is just a great treasure trove of not only wildlife because of the water, there's also water here for us, and we've got all of this standing grove food that's here for the taking if we need it. A note on blue flag. Blue flag is a poisonous plant. It will make you sick. It's not deadly poisonous, but it is a poisonous plant. You don't want to mix up the identification, whether it be blue flag, which we've talked about before on the channel, or cattail. Cattail is what we're looking for. Tall plant, got the brown hot dog looking thing at the end, and that's a cattail identifier. Always with cattail, you're going to find last year's growth too, which is the woody, pithy material that's left. Like I said, it's good for fire by friction sets. So those are the type of things that you need to be thinking about and make sure that you're paying very close attention to, and you're doing any sort of wildlife or wild edible gathering in an environment like this. That's all we've got for today, gang. Thanks for staying with me. Still working on Into the Woods. Just wanted to do a quick video to get you kind of set for the other video. It's going to be much longer. We'll talk about these things in more depth on that series as well. So thanks for staying with me. Again, it's Tim, Two Feathers Survival. Have a great day, y'all. We'll see you.